Thank you very much, Madam President. Vice President Dombrovskis, dear colleagues, good morning. Good morning on what I believe will be a very good day for the European Parliament today. Today, we are giving our final vote, our approval, to the 672.5 billion euros European Recovery and Resilience Facility. This means that money will be coming, support will be coming for people, for enterprises, for regions all over Europe affected by coronavirus and by the consequences of this pandemic. Our message is clear. Help is coming. Support from the European Union is coming to those affected. This support, this money, is money to overcome this crisis, but it is also money to make us stronger in face of the next crisis. It is money for recovery and for resilience, to make us more resilient, to better face next challenges in the future. Never ever again in the future people and enterprises should be affected by crisis as they were until now. It's money to modernize our economies, to make them cleaner and greener, to make them more digital, more innovative, more modern. This is why it is very important how we are going to use this money. The European Parliament proposes the money to go into 6 directions. Firstly, greening. Second, digital. Thirdly, economic cohesion, money for the private sector, for the small and medium-sized enterprises, for the industry, money for infrastructure projects. This is the third pillar. The fourth pillar is social cohesion, money for the people affected, different social categories affected by this pandemic, including children, including elderly people. Fifth, institutional resilience. We are going to strengthen the institutions in member states about which we learned during this crisis that they have to modernize, increase their capacities. And here I would like to be very clear. Countries can use this support to build or modernize existing hospitals, to build new hospitals or modernize and enlarge existing hospitals. And the sixth pillar is money for youth. We, as a European Parliament, have negotiated intensely in the last months, and we believe that through the European Parliament, the European Recovery and Resilience Facility has been made better. What have we achieved? Firstly, we have managed to offer and agree on an increase of pre-financing. That means that once a national plan of one country is approved at European level, the pre-financing, the support that it will receive will be bigger. 13% thanks to the involvement of the Parliament compared to the 10% initially proposed. This means that the recovery will be quicker and more decisive. We will be able to create more jobs quicker due to the increase of this pre-financing. Then the structure with the 6 pillars, which I just described, is also a proposal and an achievement of the European Parliament. We are setting up clear rules for spending the money, but within these rules we are also leaving the flexibility to member states to decide where they use the money. We say 37% of the amount at European level should go into greening and 20% into digital. But we do not impose other specific proportions for different directions because needs of different member states are different. Malta is different than Finland, Portugal is different than Ireland, Luxembourg or Romania, and countries should be able to decide within the European rules to be able to use the money where they need it. We as the European Parliament have also imposed that member states make a self-assessment with regard to safeguarding the cyber security of the European Union while accessing money from this recovery and resilience facility. In clear words, the money should be used in a way in which the cybersecurity of the Union as a whole and of individual member states should not be affected. For example, money should not be used for investments into 5G networks by hostile companies from countries outside of the European Union against our will. Money is not for ordinary budgetary expenditures to finance deficits. Money is for investments and reforms. And reforms is a key concept to make our economy stronger for the future. And it is something on which the European Parliament will insist very much. We, the European Parliament, have also achieved that there will be democratic control for all of the money spent, democratic control and legitimacy through the involvement of the European Parliament. The European Parliament will be involved in all of the future phases. We will supervise, we will scrutinise to make sure that money is being spent according to the rules. And we have also achieved together with the European Commission and with the colleagues in the Council that the European Recovery and Resilience Facility will be revised after 2 years. We're going to look at it, we're going to have a review. Evaluating how things go and see if something needs to be further improved or adjusted. Today, dear colleagues, we are going to vote in favour of this facility, I believe, by a very large majority. I would like to thank my co-rapporteurs, Eider Gardiazabal-Rubial from the Socialist Group and Dragoș Păslaru from the Renew Group for the excellent cooperation which we had throughout this process. And I would also like to thank the shadow rapporteurs of all of the other political groups. This facility was adopted by a large majority in the joint meeting of the Econ and Budge committees, and I believe a large majority of members will also support it today. This is thanks to the excellent cooperation which we had throughout the groups. Dear colleagues, to conclude, the experience of the last year shows us that none of us, no country alone can overcome this pandemic. Only the joint response of all of us based on solidarity will help us. This is a day of success for the European Parliament. It's a good day for Europe. Thank you very much for your support, dear colleagues. Have a good day.